What if you could bike through flower fields that stretch farther than your eyes can see, then float quietly through silent canals in a city built on water? What if your next adventure wasn't about rushing, but slowing down, breathing deeper, and seeing beauty in small details? In this video, we're going to explore the Netherlands, a country of windmills, bridges, art, and quiet wonders. Yes, we'll visit the famous places, but we'll also go beyond them. We'll walk in peaceful villages, sail between tiny islands, and watch the sun fall over fields of tulips. From the sound of bells echoing through old towns, to glass buildings touching the sky in modern cities, the Netherlands is full of contrasts that somehow feel perfectly balanced. This is not a fast-paced trip guide. This is a calm journey through beauty, history, and silence. So find your favorite blanket, grab a warm drink, and make yourself comfortable. We're going to take our time and let the Netherlands slowly reveal its magic. First, a few fun facts you probably didn't know about this charming little country. Let's begin with some fun facts that might surprise you, because the Netherlands is full of little things that make it truly unique. Did you know that over 25, that's why you'll see so many dikes, canals, and water systems everywhere you go? Biking is more than just a hobby here. It's a way of life. There are more bikes than people in the Netherlands, and cities are built to welcome two wheels. The Dutch are also among the tallest people on Earth. It's said to be thanks to their diet of dairy, veggies, and lots of walking and cycling. Windmills? There are over 1,000 still standing, many of them more than 400 years old. They once pumped water and powered industries. and now they guard the landscape like ancient sentinels. Tulips may be a symbol of the country, but they actually came from the Ottoman Empire. Still, the Dutch embraced them so strongly that tulip bulbs once became more valuable than gold. And finally, while the Netherlands is famous for its liberal policies, it's also deeply traditional. From wooden shoes to royal pageants, the old lives quietly beside the new. Now that you've got a feel for this place, let's dive into its beating heart, the magical city of Amsterdam. Amsterdam isn't just a city, it's a feeling that wraps around you like a soft breeze, a rhythm that slows you down and makes you notice the world again. The canals curve like poetry through the city, quiet, calm, and never in a rush. You can sit by the water, watch the bikes go by, and hear the soft hum of everyday life. Every building leans a little to the side, every window tells a story, and every bridge makes you want to pause, just a little longer. You don't have to do much here. Wander into a bookshop, sip a coffee by the canal. Let yourself get lost in narrow alleyways filled with ivy and light. Even the museums feel gentle. The Van Gogh Museum whispers color and emotion. The Anne Frank house is silent, but powerful. The Rijksmuseum holds centuries of Dutch beauty in quiet halls. Amsterdam's magic isn't in big monuments, it's in the little things. The sound of your bike tires on cobblestones, the flicker of candles in old cafes, the way the light dances on the canal at sunset. This city teaches you how to slow down and feel deeply. And just when you think you've seen it all, you find a secret garden behind a church or a bakery hidden in a courtyard. But the soul of the Netherlands isn't just in its capital. Next, we follow the wind to the ancient giants of Kinderdijk. In the quiet flatlands near Rotterdam, a line of old windmills stands like guardians of the earth, still turning slowly after centuries of work. This is Kinderdijk, one of the most iconic places in the Netherlands, and one of the calmest. Here, time doesn't rush. It glides with the wind. The 19 windmills were built in the 1700s to help drain water from the land. Back then, it was a matter of survival. Without them, people would have no place to live. Today, they still work peacefully. And walking between them feels like stepping into a painting where nothing loud ever happens. Birds fly low over the water. Reeds sway gently with every breeze. And in the distance, the slow rhythm of the windmill blades cuts the silence like a lullaby. You can enter one of the mills, see the wooden gears turning, touch the old furniture, and imagine the lives that once filled these small rooms. It's hard to believe something so simple, so quiet, saved entire communities. But that's the Dutch way. Beauty and purpose, woven together in silence. Kinderdijk isn't just a postcard. It's a story of resilience, written in wind and water. Now, let's move to a place where the past still breathes through spinning wheels and smoky chimneys. Just outside Amsterdam lies Zaanse Schans, a village that looks like it came straight out of a fairy tale. Here, windmills still spin beside green wooden houses, and the air smells like chocolate spices and fresh wood shavings. It's not a museum, it's a living memory. Craftspeople still make wooden clogs by hand, Cheesemakers let you taste aged Goudas that melt like butter. You can watch how oil was once pressed, or how pigments were ground to make paint for great Dutch masters. It's quiet, slow, and oddly comforting. The way smoke rises from the chimneys, the way ducks paddle through the canals, the way kids wave from bikes as they pass. Zaanse Schans teaches us that tradition doesn't need to be frozen in time. It can breathe, move, and invite you in. This place isn't about entertainment, it's about experience. Touch the wood, smell the herbs, taste the cheese. Hear the creak of the windmill turning above you. And when the sun sets behind the sails, the whole village glows in golden light, like a dream you almost forgot you had. From here, we drift gently to a place where the roads are made of water and silence becomes a soundtrack. The Hague might not be the first city people think of, but it holds one of the most important missions in the world: keeping peace. This is the seat of the Dutch government and home to the famous Peace Palace, where the International Court of Justice meets to settle global disputes without war. The building itself is a masterpiece, with stone towers, stained glass, and gardens full of silent dignity. It's one of the most photographed places in the Netherlands, and one of the most symbolic. But The Hague is more than politics. It's a city of art, beaches, and stories waiting to be heard. You can visit the Mauritshuis Museum and stand face to face with Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring. You can walk through wide tree-lined streets, elegant and calm, almost Parisian in their rhythm. Or head to the sea, because just minutes away lies Scheveningen Beach. Golden sand, salty wind, and long piers that stretch into the North Sea. The Hague balances power and pleasure. Here, diplomacy and waves crash in the same afternoon. It's not a loud city, but it speaks clearly. And it reminds you that peace, like beauty, is something we must build, protect, and quietly admire. Now, are you ready for something bold and futuristic? Let's turn the page and enter the modern wonderland of Rotterdam. If Amsterdam is the past, then Rotterdam is the future. This city looks like it was built from imagination, and maybe it was. After being heavily bombed in World War II, Rotterdam had to start over. Instead of rebuilding what was lost, they decided to dream bigger than ever before. Now, the city is full of wild shapes, bold lines, and bright colors. Bridges that look like harps, skyscrapers with twisted designs, even cube-shaped houses that sit tilted like puzzle pieces. Walking through Rotterdam feels like walking inside a modern art museum, except everything is real, and people actually live and work here. The Erasmus Bridge stretches like a white sail over the water, connecting the two halves of the city in the most elegant way. And just steps away, the Markthal rises like a giant glass dome. Inside, murals swirl across the ceiling, while food stalls below sell cheeses, spices, and warm stroopwafels. But Rotterdam isn't just glass and steel. Take a boat ride through the harbor. Visit a quiet art gallery. Watch the sunset from a rooftop garden. The energy here is different. It's bold, but peaceful, futuristic, yet still deeply human. Rotterdam proves that beauty can grow from destruction, and that modern dreams can be just as magical as ancient ones. Now, let's step into a softer kind of wonder. A place where colors bloom from the earth like poetry. Imagine walking through a world where every step brings a new color, a new scent, and a new feeling of calm. That's Keukenhof, the most famous flower garden in the world. And when it blooms, it feels like the whole earth is smiling. Only open for a few weeks each spring, Keukenhof bursts into life with over 7 million flowers. Tulips, daffodils, hyacinths, and orchids paint the landscape like living art. Bright red, soft pink, deep purple, sunshine, yellow, a color for every mood. You don't rush through this place. You stroll, you breathe, you smile without realizing it. There are fountains and tree-lined paths, tiny bridges over quiet streams. Pavilions filled with rare blossoms that look too perfect to be real. Children laugh. Couples take slow photos. And everywhere, people are reminded of something simple. That nature is the world's greatest artist. Keukenhof isn't about finding something new. It's about remembering something old. That beauty lives in small, silent things. And just beyond these garden walls, a bigger miracle stretches across the Dutch countryside. A sea of flowers so vast, it looks like a dream. Let's go see it now. Outside the village of Lisse, the fields open up like a storybook, and every page is filled with tulips. Rows and rows stretch to the horizon, each one a ribbon of color painted by nature's own hand. From above, it looks like a quilt made by the sky. From the ground, it feels like stepping into a painting where the brush never stops moving. Red beside purple, orange beside white, the scent of spring in the air. And a breeze that carries the sound of bees softly working between the petals. This is the heart of Dutch tulip country. A place where the soil, the light, and the love of growers come together in perfect harmony. You can walk the paths, ride a bike past the fields, or just sit and stare and feel your mind become still again. The tulip is more than a flower here. It's a symbol of history, hope, and the beauty of patience. And just when you think it can't get more peaceful, we head north to islands where the sea sings softly and time disappears. Utrecht doesn't shout, it whispers. It doesn't have to compete with Amsterdam or Rotterdam. Because Utrecht knows it has its own special rhythm. The canals here are lower than the streets, creating beautiful sunken paths lined with cafes and ivy-covered walls. You can sit by the water's edge, sip something warm, and watch the world pass gently above you. In the center, the Dom Tower rises like a guardian from another time. Climb it if you like, or just admire it from below. The streets are full of soft surprises. Bookstores inside churches, tiny art galleries tucked into old alleys. A museum of musical clocks that chime with joy. Students fill the city with life, but even they seem to move at a gentler pace here. It's a place for thinkers, dreamers, and anyone who likes to feel still while the world turns. Utrecht doesn't demand attention. It invites you to look closer and fall in love, slowly. And once you do, it stays with you. But now, let's head where nature and art meet, in one of the Netherlands' most unexpected places. Right in the middle of the country, there's a forest so wide, so deep it feels like a secret. This is Hoge Veluwe, the largest national park in the Netherlands. But it's more than just trees. It's sand dunes, pine forests, wild deer, and even a world-class art museum. You can ride white bikes for free across 40 kilometers of trails. Through whispering woods, past golden fields, and along silent lakes. The air smells clean. The light changes by the hour. And every turn feels like you've entered another world. In the heart of the park stands the Krullenmüller Museum, home to one of the largest Van Gogh collections on Earth. Art and nature meet here, quietly, perfectly. You can sit beside a sculpture in the forest and just breathe. Hoge Veluwe is a place to lose yourself and find yourself again. It's a reminder that wildness still exists, even in a country known for order. And speaking of mystery, let's travel to the south, to caves carved deep into the earth. Maastricht is one of the oldest cities in the Netherlands, and it feels different the moment you arrive. The architecture is older, the streets are narrower, and the mood is softer, almost romantic. But the real wonder lies underground. Beneath the city stretch a network of ancient caves, tunnels carved over centuries, filled with shadows and silence. You can explore them with a guide, Feel the cool air on your skin. See charcoal drawings left by soldiers, artists, and refugees. These caves once hid people during wars. Now, they hold stories you can feel in your bones. Above ground, Maastricht is charming and full of life. Elegant squares, beautiful churches, and cafes that spill into cobbled streets. It's the kind of place where every meal lasts a little longer. Where conversation and connection are still the main course. Now, for our final journey, let's follow a path through time. A trail that leads past towers, moats, and legends. You've just wandered through the Netherlands, a country where peace flows like water, and beauty lives in the smallest things. From modern cities to ancient castles, from fields of tulips to forests of silence, this is a land that doesn't ask you to hurry. It asks you to feel. Maybe now you understand it a little better. And maybe you found a piece of yourself along the way. If this journey touched you, let me know in the comments. And if you're still dreaming, I'll see you in the next story. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and never stop exploring. Let us reward you for watching till the end. Here's how to claim your free prizes. Step 1. Check the links in the description right now. Step 2. Access our free app now and unlock hundreds of free resources to craft the perfect travel experience without the cost of a traditional travel agency. You'll find valuable pieces of advice for your trips, links to buy skip-the-line entry tickets for any attraction in the world, plus a community of travelers waiting to share the love of travels with you. If this sounds not enough to you, we will give you even more extra contents like how to travel with kids or pets, language courses to sound like a native when you travel, practical guides on how to find your ikigai, stress relief techniques to enjoy your travels and life like never before. Do not hesitate. Our app is free. Click the link in the description now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel so you do not lose any moment of deep connection with our amazing planet and your own soul.